is going on? So we're going to take this Indian Challenger and we're going to go fly in the Cessna. So I hope you enjoy the ride. My driveway is always a little tricky to get out of. With the GoPro, I have to, you gotta have a little extra mount so that you can angle the camera up to get the right view, because otherwise it'll point kind of straight down. So you got the GoPro mount on the helmet, which I have like, not a Velcro, it's like a clip. Clip it onto this front. I don't know why I was in 6th gear, that's what happens when you get distracted. What's called a clip to the front of the helmet, and then you could either mount the GoPro right to the clip, or you can do like put an extender on there, like another mount from the GoPro, and then you can like mess around with the angle a little bit better. Just a little bit what I found out while doing this. One thing that I like from the Indian to the Harley, that I just put my windshield down thing on my helmet, see if that helps with the sound. But the blinker, it's on the left side. The Harley has the one on the right side, the one on the left side. That is definitely like a, what's it called? A movement that I like better, rather than hitting both, you know, just little things. Obviously this has got the adjustable windshield. Double tap it up to go all the way up or down. Cruise control, same thing as a Harley, either left or right side. Yep, a crash bumper. That's tells me all I need to know. A strap holding up the thing for their foot to hop up on the tailgate. Dents and scratches, yeah. You want to stay away from those people. Take all the road you want, sir. A lot of times people make a left up here. Oh, look at that. Opposite. Always got to know your surroundings. But this left right here, everyone's always making a left. Except for that time. Couple things on this Indian that I'm not a fan of, and that I would criticize on this would be the throttle and the clutch. Now the clutch it's a cable clutch, but you just don't have that feel. Like, so I have a Harley, and you just don't have the feel with the clutch. For some reason, it feels like a hydraulic clutch, in my opinion. And the Harley, the throttle, like, you know, I can give it I'm twisting it, and like on the Harley, it would respond. This is a little too, I can't think of the word. It's like they're both wire throttles, or, you know, I can't think of the word, not cable throttles, but, you know, it's by the wires, by a sensor. But this feels too much like a sensor. Like the Harley, I felt the throttle more. My best comparison, like if you drive like CDL trucks, it's like driving an old stick shift compared to like a new truck. Specifically in the hills. Like if you're going down the hills, like you just get way more of a feel. Even if it's a new stick shift, obviously you get way more of a feel with, just the feel of it is different. For me, the Harley compared to the Indian. So, in my opinion, if it was up to me, I would make this throttle a little more responsive. Like feel the bike more. Because to me, it just feels too much like a sensor. Like it's too smooth. But that's just me. So, But I like this. I like the controls here better. The turning signals. Cruise control is the same, but it's on this side. So, I push it in, just turn it on and off, and then push it to the left to set the speed, and then from there you can go up or down. I probably got to split the video up, save some batteries and stuff. I got to buy some more equipment. But, I don't use a lot of stuff, just so, everyone knows. It doesn't take much to really, you don't need that much if you really want to do something. It's not like this is my passion, but it's fun. I definitely like taking videos and stuff, cool stuff. But, I use the GoPro. I had to get the mod for the microphone for this setup, so the stuff I use the most if I were to do this again. I mean, I had a bunch of stuff from the past, but GoPro. So for the bike, it's the thing that hooks up to the helmet, an extra little mount if you want some, in my opinion, that's how you get the best footage, but you can still do it without the extra mount. So 2 things for the bike. For the head setup, and you can get a mount for the handlebars or whatever, but that for the garbage truck stuff, I use the headband. That is like the biggest thing I use. I have an old GoPro I use that, it takes time. It's hard to set up sometimes when you're at work. 2 cameras, so the one with the headband, easiest one. Put it on, you can work like normal and get what you're getting, get any video that you're getting, and the suction cup one as well. That one works too, because sometimes it gets tiring holding the, on your head, the stupid headband. So, and the plane, you got to get the microphone thing for the microphone for the. There's like a couple different. If I remember, I'll put it in here, like the adapter. But basically, it's like $100, $120 is basically what you're spending. And that's all it comes down to, is $120, $130. And yeah, you hook that up from the mic jack to the GoPro, and I have a sticky mount for the roof of the plane, and I just hit record. Also, the headband works for that too, because obviously you don't want to be, and you cannot be messing with that while you're flying or driving. I mean, driving that garbage truck is like a lot more difficult than a lot people think. That's probably between the motorcycle, the plane, and the garbage truck. I mean, the garbage truck is by far the most dangerous one. For myself, kind of not really, but you're on the highway, 100% is dangerous, just in nature. But the motorcycle and plane, the comparison is like, a plane, when you're cruising, you're just monitoring stuff. But when you're landing and taking off, it's like the motorcycle all the time. Because all the time on the motorcycle, you're constantly looking potholes and the wind and cars and literally everything, birds and crap flying off the ground. I mean, it is a lot more intense. But the garbage truck is, you could just do the most damage with that, obviously, not just to yourself. So this is, you can kill yourself obviously on this and not really do too much damage unless you're doing something really stupid on a motorcycle. But a garbage truck is, you can do just the potential for damage is, absolutely insane. So, any of those CDL trucks. So most intense, I would definitely say the garbage truck, because you just have to be on it all the time, looking at other people. It's just constant. But boating and flying are very similar. If you want to compare, they're fuel-wise, weather-wise, boating and flying are very similar. Obviously, you have less time for an emergency in an airplane, but it's the ocean, man. That is a big open place. You do not want to be messing around out there. Watch out for planes. Yield for planes. Oh, it is beautiful. Look at that windsock. We're going to be off 2.5 today. Woohoo! We're back, baby. Let's go. Alright, what is up? So we just about 25 minutes to get to this point where we're at. To do the run up. Gonna, it's been about a month, so just get my surroundings, get my bearings, go nice and slow through the checklist, and we'll be up in there in no time. Alright, we got a plane 4 miles away from the airport, so we're gonna take off before him. Plenty of time. Just gonna read it off and then check it off, and then we're gonna go. Central Skyline 6 Whiskey Echo is lining up 2-5 for a northern departure, Central. Our PM's good, fuel flow pressure's good. Manifold's good, oil pressure's good, airspeed alive, lift the nose.
Central Jersey traffic, helicopter 5 miles to the east at 1000 inbound, runway 25, Central Jersey.
And we're going to stay in the pattern. No flaps. $700 feet, we're going to make a left crosswind. Central Jersey Skyline 6 Whiskey Echo, we're turning left crosswind for 25 Central.
Central Jersey traffic arrows turning left base 25 Central.
Trim there because really fighting me. Alright, we're at 1,000 feet, we're going to reduce the power. I'll stop at 11.
Central Jersey traffic, helicopter 3 miles to the east at 1000 inbound, runway 25, Central Jersey.
Central Jersey Skyline 6 Whiskey Echo is turning left downwind for 25 Central.
And Central Jersey traffic arrow 90.
If you've flown a 172, this plane will be a lot. This plane is easy to transfer over to, but it is heavier. I think it's 25 pounds. Like that's what it equals out to when you're moving the joystick or the yoke. 25 pounds. So it takes some effort, but once you get used to it, this thing, you kind of become one with it. Sounds corny, but when you're flying a plane, you obviously want to be really comfortable. All right, let's go to cruise. Power's good. No more than 80%. Leaned out. I want to stay not lean, rich at peak. That's what my mechanic was telling me, and the bow flaps are closed. Okay. So then when I circle, when you do those maneuvers, it says maneuvering speed of 110. A little slower because we're really light, so about 100 knots is what I'm going to slow down to. I've flown to Linden Airport. That one is a tough airport to go into because you got to be like at 800 feet at a certain point. I've flown over my house many times, so I'm definitely familiar with this area. And if you're familiar with it, you want to always better to slow down so you can think ahead. You want to be ahead of the airplane, the motorcycle, the garbage truck especially, all of them especially. We have more time to think, it's just less stressful. I was just racing people on the highway, so I couldn't videotape that. I didn't want to make myself guilty on video racing. Nope, not a UFO, just my reflection. I'm trimmed out very well, I'm very comfortable right now. 105 knots. Fuel selectors on both, that's important. I'm going to put the cowl flaps open just to get more air circulating, get more power out of the engine. There's a farm, there's my house. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to actually drop some flaps. That's incredible about using flaps is, oh, there we go. We're at 90, we're going a little slow. I wanted to send Drop these flaps right here. Looking good, straight on course. Got a plane 9,000 feet above me. We might interfere. Just kidding. 2,500. Reset this barometer. Let's go by Trenton. 2960. 2912. Bam. 2960. That's what's good about all the technology. It lets you, well, this is, I say new technology. This reminds you of it. 1998.
14 miles out to the south, inbound landing, runway 34, Carroll.
But gotta appreciate that stuff. Okay, we look good. We'll put the cowl flaps down. Go through this checklist. Alright, runway is in sight. We're gonna lower it. So I didn't want to climb too fast because
Ocean County traffic, twin.
we are a little high, so we'll drop the flaps. Want to descend about 500 feet. Look good.
Tango 5
The
southwest.
light coming in around 90 knots.
Right base for runway 10, full stop.
80 knots on base, 70-ish on final. That's what is really comfortable for me. Central Jersey, Skyline 6 Whiskey Echo is downwind 25 Central. Runway. Alright, let's start really descending. We're looking good on the altitude. Right with the numbers, drop it about 1600 RPM. 80 knots. Look good on that. Want to stay at 80 on the base.
Traffic moving to Whiskey Tango, 4 mile final, runway 10, full stop.
Central Jersey, Skyline 6 Whiskey Echo is turning left base for 25 Central. Alright, I want to keep descending, coming in a little high, drop the flaps, slow it down. Central Jersey, Skyline 6 Whiskey Echo, turning final, 25 Central.
Lakewood traffic, Aero 55804, 12 miles to the north, inbound. Lakewood.
Alright, we're at 500 feet. Going right into the wind. Okay. Just under 70 knots. Okay. 65. No wind. Perfect. Awesome. That wheel shutter, the most you can do if you're coming in, I mean, that wasn't bad at all. Talk about it after the runway. They just repaved this thing, man. So nice. They did the taxiways. Central Jersey, Skyline 6 Whiskey Echo is clear of 25 Central.